The Shadow in the Forest. In the heart of the dense Sundarbans, where the mangrove trees twisted like serpents and fog hung thick over the earth, there lived a tiger known only as Rudra, a name whispered by the forest dweller, meaning war. He was the last of his kind in this part of the jungle, a creature of grace, power, and ancient pride. His orange coat with black stripes shimmered in the sunlight that dared to pierce the canopy. But Rudra was old now. His strength was not what it once was, and yet his presence ruled the forest with silent authority. Far away in the bustling city, a man named Veer, a hunter, received a mysterious letter. The envelope was weathered and sealed with waxen old-fashioned note in a modern world. It read, "There remains a beast in the southern forest. The locals call him Rudra. He has taken 2 cattle this month. The reward is generous." Veer was no ordinary hunter. He had once been a tracker for conservationists, a protector of wildlife. But time and misfortune had worn down his idealism. A tragedy, a failed rescue mission that cost a friend his life, had broken something inside him. Now, he hunted not to protect, but to erase the reminders of his guilt. With rifle in hand and memories he couldn't shake, Veer boarded a train to the edge of the forest. The forest greeted him like an old enemy. Damp air clung to his skin, and the silence was broken only by the hum of insects and the occasional rustle in the underbrush. Villagers warned him to be careful. Some swore the tiger could vanish like smoke. Others believed it was the spirit of the forest itself, punishing those who disrespected nature. Veer, hardened by years of tracking, found the tiger's trail quickly. Claw marks on tree bark, a partially eaten deer carcass, fresh tracks near a watering hole. Rudra was near. For 3 days, Veer tracked him, and on the 4th evening, just as twilight painted the trees gold, he saw him. Rudra, the tiger, emerged from the shadows like a ghost. He was massive but moved with the silent grace of a breeze. His eyes locked onto Veer's, and for a moment, time stood still. Veer raised his rifle, but something inside him wavered. Rudra did not growl. He did not charge. He simply watched. The hunter and the hunted stood a mere 20 feet apart, breathing in rhythm with the forest. Then, Rudra turned away and walked into the trees. Veer lowered his gun. That night, Veer couldn't sleep. The tiger's gaze haunted him. It was not the look of a beast. It was human. Or something beyond that, wise, perhaps, or weary. The next morning, Veer did not follow the tracks. Instead, he sat at the watering hole, thinking. He remembered the friend he lost, the promise they made to protect, not destroy. He remembered the fire in his own heart, long buried under regret. That evening, Rudra returned. This time, he didn't keep his distance. The tiger sat across the water from Veer, silent and calm. They remained like that until the stars blinked awake above the canopy. For days, this continued. Veer no longer saw Rudra as prey. He saw him as a guardian, a reminder of a wilder, purer world. One night, Veer heard gunshot. Other hunters, mercenaries hired by someone less patient, less wise, had entered the forest. Veer ran in. He found Rudra near a clearing, wounded but alive. The other men were approaching, shouting and laughing, drunk on the thrill of the hunt. Something snapped in Veer. He stood between them and the tiger, raised his own gun not at Rudra, but at the intruders. "Leave," he said. "This forest doesn't belong to you." They laughed. Then the leader aimed at Veer. 2 shots rang out. One from Veer, one from the mercenary. Only one man fell. When the dust settled, Veer's arm was bleeding, but the other men fled. Rudra, wounded but alert, crawled into the shadows, watching Veer collapse beside him. The forest was quiet again. Weeks passed. Veer survived. So did Rudra. The locals spoke of a man who now walked the forest paths not with a rifle, but with a notebook, a camera, and a quiet respect. Some say Rudra still watches him from afar. Others believe the tiger and the man share an unspoken bond, forged not in blood but in understanding. And in the heart of the forest, where stories are passed through leaves and winds, one tale remains, of the hunter who became a guardian, and the tiger who taught him how to live again.